Hi everyone, my name is Mahmut and my supervisor is Dr. Esra Aija. My final project is about IoT-based home automation using Raspberry Pi with Android application. The main aim of this study is to design a security system for smart home application with Android application. So how my project works? My project work is a control of smart home. The main point is that to detect undesirable internets to home. In case of any motion which is detected by motion sensor around the house, like when the thief opened the door, an emergency notification will be sent. In addition, we can control the electrical device and lighting from designed Android application. I can explain here by drawing the draw IO here. We can see the camera on the house and we can see here someone, or we can say that it is a thief. Also, I had added the electric device here. So our house connect with Wi-Fi connection to the internet, and at the same time the house is connected for camera by Wi-Fi. After the connect to Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi is connected to the Android application that will be used here. So when the thief opens the door, the motion sensor will be work. I mean the motion sensor will be up. After the motion sensor work, the notification will be sent to the Android application, and from the Android application we can open the application and see by using the camera who opened the door. In the same time, we can close or we can open the electric device by using the Android application. This is my project timeline. We have divided the project to many of projects, and I have finished all of them successfully. So this is some information about the software that I use in my project. So I use Raspberry Pi 4 as microprocessor, and I use Raspbian operating system, which is the Linux system in Raspberry Pi. I use the Python program as Raspberry Pi software language. Also, we have here Python as a VC. We have Anaconda. The Anaconda is include some programs. Inside the Anaconda there is a spider, there is PyCharm, which is program that we can use to write Python language program. This slide is from last semester, by starting the graduation 1. Before I come to graduation 2, I tried to turn the LED on and off, and I have turned it successfully. So this is the GPIO of Raspberry Pi. Then I have sent an email to the user. I mean a normal email have sent by using Raspberry Pi. Then I edit the camera section here and I take a photo. This photo is from our software laboratory in our school. Then I use the motion sensor, which is HCSR501. This motion sensor have a 3 cable. Red cable is for give 5 volt and yellow cable is data cable. When is a motion, the data cable is B1, I mean give 5 volt, and the black cable is ground cable. So this is in the first semester. In this semester I have collect all of them. I mean when the motion sensor is done, an email have sent, and by using Android application that I edit, we can open the camera and see who opened the door. And of course this I have make it without Wi-Fi. So in this semester I edit Wi-Fi connection and I can control all the GPIO from using Wi-Fi connection. In my project I use a screen, Raspberry Pi, HDMI cable, mouse and keyboard. So this is the Raspberry Pi 4B. The reason that I choose this model is that this model have Wi-Fi connection and there is a USB input here and there is a GPIO that I use to control the house. Also it has a 4K display micro HDMI. So let's continue. Let's continue by Android application. I designed the interface by using Android Studio and I have tested it on my own mobile. After the download, we can see the application here. If we open this application, we can see the first picture here, which is the first main application of Android. We should start by touch start button. So after the passing here, we have another picture and we have another button which has right go to control your house. After touch this button, so after pressing the the button here, we come to this page. This page is connecting to internet. So you go to the IP address of your Raspberry Pi, and from this page you can control the air condition, you can control the electric device, you can control the lighting. For example, I use 26 GPIO here, and I use also 40 GPIO. I put it, connect it to the LED, and to show that we can control the electric devices and we can control the air condition. Also, I have used the number 2 GPIO, number 6 and number 7 for motion sensor. So this is my hardware design for smart home scenario. I will make another presentation about the hardware part and explain how my project worked. So all the step is worked here. As all the student, I have some difficult part. The main result is I don't have infrastructure. I don't know all the things before. So this is the first time I use Linux, Python, and Raspberry Pi. So what we can edit to myself, what I have learned here. I learned how to divide the project. If I have a big project, how to make it to small part and solve the problem by taking it not for looking all the problem, but to divide it and try to solve it. And also I learned some information about the Linux operating system. I learned how to use Python language.
This part is the hardware part of my graduation. My graduation project work as when someone open the door, an email will send as a notification to the users. After the user see the notification, he will open the Android application and can see who opened the door. He can open the live video by using the mobile, his own mobile. So he also can control the electric device. He can control the air condition. So this is the main aim of my project. So let's start by explaining the device of my project. This is the motion sensor that I used, and there is here a camera with that connect with the Raspberry Pi. There is a two LED here. This LED for the air condition and this LED for the electric device. So I will open the project. 1 minute, sorry. Yes. As we can see, I will delete all the motion notifications. So I will turn the project on now. I have turned it now. So I make the one motion, so it should come one email now. This is my motion. The email should come now. Please wait. Yes, there is an email received here in this part. After the mail received, the user can open his project, the project that we make it here by using Android application, Android Studio. The name of project is here, and my name and my supervisor name and my school name. So I will touch start. After touching start, this window is come and ask if we want to go to control our house, we should touch here. If we touch here, the GPIO of our Raspberry Pi is open here. So I use the 40 GPIO as air condition, and if I open it, sorry, I'll make it output, open it, open the another LED. There is 1 minute, there is a cable here that connect out. So let's go back to my project. If I press here to 40, the LED is open. If I press again, it will be off, turn on, turn off. Also, I can turn the second LED by pressing 26. Open it, open. So after the emotion and controlling the house, because I receive an email, I can see who opened the door. I will open the VCL media player and we'll see who come. So this is my phone, as you see. 1 minute. I should see myself here. Yes, it is work now. So my project is finished now. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you all fine. Goodbye.